The bloodbath over at Xbox has begun. If you were hoping to find out all the juicy details in one day, Microsoft is not going to oblige you. They are rolling this out over the next couple days and potentially the next week. We are going to find out over days who's going to still be around, who's going to still be in their position of power, and what studios and projects are going to be cut. What has come out is that a lot of stuff is being cut and a lot of people are getting gone. Let's get into the details as we know it right now. 200 people from Candy Crush are gone. ZeniMax's European offices and Bethesda, including its London office, will be affected by the layoffs, but no specifics have been given yet. Not surprising, Starfield did flop or underperformed. We don't have the exact data, but it did not do well. And their continued pushing for paid mods, not winning them any fans. If you followed this channel for a long time, you know I really don't care for Todd Howard after the Fallout TV show. You know I'm kind of hoping he gets gone too, but realistically he's not going to. He will announce his retirement probably after the Elder Scrolls 6. That's going to be his last chance. Because unlike Pete Hines, he is not dumb enough to mouth off and earn Xbox's and Microsoft's ire. We know a few cancellations. Rare's Everwild has been canceled. That has been in somewhat development hell for quite some time. Not surprising. ZeniMax Online's new MMORPG, which was supposed to be a new IP, has been canceled. Roundhouse Games was merged into ZeniMax Online Studios, so we are probably going to see some significant layoffs around there. Those have not been announced yet. Perfect Dark is canceled, and the initiative is gone. When you hop over to Matt Booty's corporate speak statement, and I will give this man credit. This guy is really good at corporate speak. This basically reiterates what we saw there. Perfect Dark and Everwild have been canceled. They're canceling several unannounced projects. We may hear more about this over the next couple weeks and months from laid off staff, or we will hear nothing of it until like some expose a couple years later. Who knows? This never plays out by a standard template. We're just going to have to wait and see. They announced that they're closing one of their studios. This is the initiative. These decisions, along with other changes across our teams, reflect a broader effort to adjust to priorities and focus resources to set our teams for greater success within a changing industry landscape. The only thing really changing in the industry landscape right now is a push away from wokeness, ESG, and DEI. Though, do not get your hopes up that this means Microsoft is going to completely course correct. I will point out, though, in the first trailer for Clockwork Revolution, it was all about girl power, girl boss, guys. I'm so leading the revolution that I honestly thought the game had a female set main character, but no. In the next trailer at the last Xbox showcase, you get to create your own character and hey, check out our zany world and all the things you'll be able to do in it, guys. Check out we actually have a good game, guys. You know, look at this game, guys. Like here's gameplay, guys. And that tone shift should be taken note of. That is probably what we are going to see from Xbox going forward with a lot more of their showcases. We will not know for sure until we start seeing some new footage from their games. We will know better when we see the next Fable trailer if the characters have any attractive features to them. Pay close attention. And then, he drops a statement here. We did not make these choices lightly, as each project and team represents years of effort, imagination, and commitment. That's a fancy way of saying, hey, we wasted hundreds of millions of dollars of your money, of company money, with no return on our investment. Please, investors, don't think too hard much about that. Their overall portfolio strategy is unchanged, which is absolute cap. You cannot say, hey, we are adjusting to changing industry standards and to adjust your priorities and focus resources and then say, oh yeah, we just said we're changing, but we're not really changing, guys. But this is just like, corporate speak. We're going to build games that excite our players. Name one that excited players in the last showcase. Just name one. First party title. Just name one. I'm hyped for some games like State of K3, but like name one game that they have showed off in the last showcase that hype people. Not the Xbox fans, They're going to get hyped because they like Xbox, but just the general audiences or hardcore gamers, name one game Xbox showed off that hyped them. They're going to continue to grow their biggest franchises. Makes sense. And create new stories, worlds, and characters. That does not need to be said. That is just corporate speak. We have more than 40 projects in active development, continued momentum on titles shipping this fall at $80, which will flop hard, and a strong slate headed into 2026. Something tells me we will probably not see a $80 price tag and all this other stuff, and I would have more sympathy for Obsidian Entertainment, but they are staffed with Marxists who hate me, so I don't. Don't feel sorry for your enemies. They would be very happy if you died. For those directly affected, we are working closely with HR and studio leadership to provide support, including severance, career transition assistance. No, you're screwed. There are a plethora of developers that have been laid off. Some actually do have talent, and those are going to get picked up by the smaller studios. Everyone else is just screwed. And where possible, opportunities to explore roles on other teams. That is basically their way of saying, if you ever watch Clownfish TV, because Neon talks about this a lot, some people they want to keep around, but they're going to get rid of your team. So they offer you a job somewhere else in the organization. These would be the people who actually either have really connections, let's be honest, nepotism, roll against it, or these are going to be people who actually know what they're doing, and Microsoft does not want to lose them. And he thanks their studios and then says, oh, yeah, they're the strength for our teams and the direction we're taking on the path ahead. Which, again, is BS. If your teams had strength, you wouldn't be laying them off. I've never looked at my arm and been like, man, all that gym time is making my arm really strong. I'm really appreciating this. I better cut my arm off. Yeah. No doctor has ever looked at a perfectly healthy limb and amputated it. It just doesn't happen. It's just pure cap. But that's all we know right now. We don't know who else is going to get gone. Now, I suspect, and this is just my supposition, this is not some leak I've heard, this is not some rumor I've heard, just my supposition, but I think Obsidian might be a bit more safe because I think they are working on a fall spinoff. I think some management in Obsidian will probably get gone, and we're going to hear some layoffs of Obsidian, but I think that they have been handed a fall spinoff because Microsoft and Xbox want to capitalize on Obsidian's brand name. And even if they've fallen off, a lot of casual audiences won't even care. They'll be like, oh, an Obsidian fall on their day one. Doesn't matter that Avowed was a woke, preachy mess. It doesn't matter that The Outer Worlds 2 was anti-capitalism. I'm totally there for Fallout New Vegas 2 or whatever it's called. It's just going to be interesting to see how this plays out in the next couple days. Let me know who you think's going to get gone and who's going to stay. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.